What's going on, y'all? Conscious one coming at you. So, guys, let's see if I can just maybe we can keep this at 10 minutes. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say a few things because it has to be said. So, first of all, let me start off by saying that what y'all looking at right here, of course, is vice grips. And guys, I be having fun walking up to some of the strongest men, or look like they strong. Guys that are like, walking up to guys that are bigger than me, that, you would look at him and then you would look at me and you would say, man, I bet he's a lot stronger. Or you would look at my forearms, which I don't need to show y'all my forearm, but it is very small. I'm, I'm muscular, but I got really small forearms, and my hands are not that big too. My hands are bigger than average. My hands are bigger than Mayweather's hands, but it's still considered small, compared to a guy who's, I don't know, 6'3" or something like that, Excuse me. So I'll be having fun walking up to guys, asking them, can they squeeze this thing at least 20 times? And so I saw these two guys walking to a Bear Express today. One guy was about, I don't know, he had to be like 6'1". He's like a Polish guy, real big, Some of them Polish guys, they like really bulky looking and stuff like this. His friend was like, I guess my size. And I walk up to his friend. I say, hey, you think your friend can do these vice grips? Like, you think he can squeeze this about 20 times? I say, he's a big guy. And so the guy felt, it's so funny when I walk up to guys and challenged him. The man is so emasculated. It's unbelievable. But, he went out. When I told him I wonder can his friend do this, his friend was off to the side getting a soda. And the guy was proceeded to tell me, I don't know if he can do it, blah, 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 blah. But then when I was about to turn around and ask his friend, like, the guy got his soda and walked out of the restaurant real quick. So I was like, damn, I was told his friend, I was like, damn, I ain't gonna get to ask him. He just walked out. And guys, I get my order and I'm about to leave up out of here. I'm thinking these guys are gone. Next thing I know, this big Polish dude, oh my God, this guy about 6'1". This big Polish, he had to be at least 200 pounds. This guy walks back up in the restaurant and taps me on my shoulder. I turn around and see him. I said, oh, it's you. Guys, I got this, I got such a baby face, look like corny looking baby face. It's hilarious. But I said, oh, it's you. Like, the guy, I know his friend went out and told him, he's like, hey, it's this black guy inside there that wants to challenge you. This Polish guy must have said, where? Oh my God. This Polish guy must have said, where? Oh, hell no. He must have jumped back out of the car and he saw me inside the restaurant. He was like, oh, I respect that. That's what I like to see out of guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they not as strong as me or not. I love to see that fight. And only in the fight that I see, it comes from these guys that be like, they from the East. In this case, this guy had to be Polish or somewhere from the East. You know what I mean? He wasn't pussyfoot like most of these American guys is. So when he came behind me, I was all, oh yeah, I just smiled. I said, oh, it's you. I was like, you was just the guy I'm looking for. And I just got this goofy smile on my face. This guy's ready to challenge me. Like, he's like, where's the challenge? Where is that? Let me at him. Let me at him. And his friend looking at me like, yeah, I told on you. This guy looking at me like, oh, it's on now. You didn't got yourself into something. And so I basically tell this guy, that's standing taller than me and bigger than me. I say, hey, and younger, he's probably only looking about 22 years old. So I'm twice his age and smaller, right? Oh my goodness. This is what makes my day, man. And so the guy, just the way he was like, let me at him. Let me at him. The way he walked up behind me was so funny. So I said, man, can you do this 20 times? You guys hear me with the mucus and stuff. That's why I got to take Robitussin. Every time it rains here in Chicago, I seem to get this issue. That's why I know I need to go back to the desert. I don't have no problems like this when I'm in the desert. I remember I told you that angel lady walked up on me, told me that what they was doing to people here with spraying the chemtrail. But you know, I have to take a trip out to the desert to see how DoorDash and Gig Black is doing, y'all, because every time it rains, I like get this mucus build up, and I'm like, what the hell, I know they spraying shit on us, but I had the same issue when I was younger too, living here in Chicago. Be having this mucus build. That never happened to me when I lived in a dry climate. That's why a lot of people will have asthma and all that type of stuff that live in Chicago. Places like this shouldn't be here. They need to be in a desert. I always tell y'all that God's people were desert dwellers anyway. Even Elijah Muhammad, he had a house here in Chicago, but he had another house here in Arizona. And I'm pretty sure that the house he had here, that was considered like his work. But Arizona was like his real house, That's how it is with me. But anyway, just to get back to the story. So I told this guy, I know he's not going to beat me, first of all. But he's thinking he should be able to beat me because he's bigger than me, right? And younger. I said, can you do this 20 times, these vice grips? Now, guys, this is put on the hardest setting. It's the hardest setting, okay? It is the hardest setting. All right? And so he was doing it, and he was kind of going like this, and it's very difficult, guys. This is my left hand too, because I'm holding my phone with my right hand right now. And this is on the hardest setting. Okay, it's on the hardest setting. This is very, very difficult, guys. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked at how weak your hands actually are. And so the guy, he's doing it, and he's kind of doing it the way he's not supposed to do it. I said, no, man. I said, you gotta make. I'm supposed to hear a clicking sound when you do this. So he tries to do harder, and the way he's doing it is kind of like something like this. Like, I'm not really doing it right now, but he's doing it something like this. Okay, like he's actually when his hands come back up, it's like resting. So I know he's not doing it right. Plus, I'm not hearing it click. But he gets to 20 somehow, and I told him, good job. I said, how many you think I can do? He said 35. Now, keep in mind, this is very difficult, guys. So when this guy did this, he's looking at me, and he's like 35. And I looked at him. I said, come on, man. I was like, that's all you think I can do? And in his mind, he's like, hell yeah. He's like, he know I can do more than him. But in his mind, and how hard this thing is to do, he's like, there's no way this dude can do more 35. In his mind, he's like, even if he's been practicing, there's no way he can do this. Because this shit is set on hard as hell. This is not easy. So, but I still congratulate him for doing 20, even though he didn't do it the right way. I wasn't hearing the clicking sound. I still made him feel good. I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. And it is, because most guys can't even do 10. So he did good just for doing it for the first time. But yet and still, in his own mind. And then keep in mind, guys, I'm about to do a set for y'all. I'm about to do a set. And so keep in mind, this guy's looking at me, and he's like, look, that was hard as hell, like, there's no way this guy with his little forearms. He even asked me while I was doing it. He said, how big is your forearms? And I pulled up my sleeve. Guys, you should have seen the look on his face. It's like, what the fuck? Like, where are you getting the energy from? I told y'all I'm my own son, man. So I'm finna bust out a rep, y'all. I've been doing a lot of talking. I'm a little short of breath, but I'm gonna see if I can, bust out at least 80 or something. And watch for when y'all had that clicking sound. All right, we're gonna do this. Let's go. Let's see how many I can do. $50. You see that? I just did 100. And keep in mind, guys, I'm a little short of breath today. and and all the talking I've been doing on the phone, and I'm short of breath. I just bust out 100 on y'all. Some of y'all might say, "Oh, you didn't spread it all." No, because when you release and come back down, you actually allowing your hand to rest. Okay, so that's not the way you do it. You have to do it so it clicks. So y'all hear that click. And so when this guy was doing it, he couldn't really make it quick. That 20 set he did, he couldn't really make it quick like that. So can y'all imagine when I went up to him and start going like that real fast? Guys, you should have seen the look on his face. And when I finished my rep, he just gave me a look and said, "Have a nice day." "Have a nice day, sir." You hear me? "Have a nice day, sir." He knew he had a lot of work to do. Let's get with the right hand. That was my left hand. Let's do it with the right hand, y'all. I'm a little tired. I'm a little winded right now, guys, because I'm talking. I'm short of breath, and I just did that other rep. But I just did like, I think 65, 70 on my right hand, like nothing. I can do about 150 guys on each hand. It's just that I'm a little short of breath right now. Usually comes on at night too. I noticed after they done spraying the sky out all day and stuff like that. But plus I'm talking. But no, I can do 150 on each hand. Okay. So, that's, you could imagine the way that guy looked when he couldn't even make it click, and he only did 20, and he only expected me to do about 35. So he's hearing it click like that, and he's like, "Oh my God." So that's that's what it is, guys, with the vice grips. But no, I can do about a set of 150 on each hand on a good day, So, but yeah, that's what's been going on, y'all. And so I'll be walking up to a lot of young guys doing that. And I let them know, when they leave my presence, they know they got a lot of work to do. They got a whole new reality when they walk away from me. So I just want to start off the video lighthearted on that. And I'm going to talk about what I really want to talk about. Because as y'all see, obviously I have a lot of strength. When you have that much strength and a lot of strength, not just physically, but mentally too, in a world full of weakness, y'all can understand that it just really irks me, And I'm going to just get into the meat of what I'm talking about with this video. Guys, me watching women on these jobs, work is horrific. And keep in mind that we understand that some of these women with this feminist ideology out here, they actually think when I talk like this, they actually get offended. Imagine the people, guys, where you mean the best for them and they actually getting offended by you meaning the best. This is the brainwashing program. If you walk up to a woman and tell her, "I want you working at home and working for me and nobody else," do you guys know that she's so brainwashed, she's been so domesticated, like a farm animal, that she would actually get offended at me saying stuff like this. Matter of fact, if a woman hear me talk like this right now, she'd probably get offended. But think about how stupid that is. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I can see if the woman was working on a job and she was actually able to do all the things that, maybe she's working for, like, I don't know, own a house, own a business, buy a couple of Mercedes. Maybe she want to take herself on a cruise. But guys, they're not making the money to do this stuff. They're working for free. Okay, and that's going to be in the title of this video. Yes, it's going to be a little clickbait. The women are working for free. Yes, they are. Because when I think about what I do every day, I told you I was built to work every day, 12 to 15 hours. I mean, I've had plenty of epiphanies where I asked myself, how could I do that? I'm like, how could you not do it? What else would you rather be doing at home? What? Sitting at home trying to figure out how to get a pint of ice cream for free, watching TV? Saying, no, I can't do that. That's not in my nature. My nature is to work these kind of hours every day. And keep in mind, I don't really call this work, but still, I'm putting in the time and the mental effort, so it's work. But I was built for this. Women were not built to go to work. They were not built to go and I don't know, stand up on their feet for 8 hours for 5 days a week. While these people are coming in by the hundreds, wanting to get their meat. I mean, guys, try to understand how I feel. It's horrific. I'm watching a slaughter. It's no different. I don't know if y'all ever seen those videos when how they be slaughtering cows and it's like this meat grinder. It's terrible. It's the worst thing you ever seen in your life. And when you watch something like that, you you strongly think about going, vegetarian. And I started noticing a lot lately. You got a lot of Indians in Chicago. You don't catch no Indians working at a beef place. But there was one working at a pizza shop I picked up from last night downtown. And this girl, she thought she was being nice. She asked me, did I eat pork? Because she was going to give me some free pizza. I said, no, I don't eat no pork. Don't give me that stuff. You don't eat that. Why are you giving it to me? I could have took that as an offense. Like, why would you give me something, you don't offer me something you don't eat? But she was just trying to be nice. Also, Spirit told me she was trying to find out about my nature. Look, guys, there's people, when I walk up on them, they know that I'm something else. They know they know I'm different. So I think not only was she trying to be nice, she was trying to find out a little bit about, she said, I know he's different. Wait a minute, I know he's different, but I'm going to prove this to myself by offering him a piece of sausage pizza. This just is a young girl. This Indian's mind. I can read these minds, so I get upset over these football games. I can read these people's minds, but I can't read these football games. And I told y'all that's because the owners don't even know who's going to win the game before it starts. It's all about that live betting and the cash flow. You cannot tap in remote view on football game on who's going to win the game. Okay? So enough said about that, because that's very frustrating. Because I used to be really good at it, and now I'm not because of live betting. Anyways, so this Indian girl was like, I know something different about this guy. I can feel his spirit. Because keep in mind, their bodies are not, most of these people coming from there, India, their bodies ain't filled up with all this garbage, GMO food and meat and all this junk. So they know when they come across somebody that got the Holy Spirit up on them, right? They can sense that. But she say, here's a black guy. I know he's not from the East, Far East. Well, it's kind of funny. My Jamaican calls me an East man because the way I think. I think I have an Eastern mind and an Eastern body. There's a book out there called, I think, Eastern Mind, Western Body on Amazon. But I have an Eastern mind and an Eastern body. Okay? The way I'm built. All right? So in this Indian girl's mind, she's like, okay, I know I feel something about this guy. Let me offer him a piece of. I know he's gonna eat this. No, I don't eat no pork. She asked me, did I eat pork? And she's getting the pizza. I said, no, I don't eat no pork. So at least she was cognizant enough to, let me remind him that it's pork. At least give him he was like giving me she gave me a little cheat sheet there. Mentioned the word pork. And when I told her I don't eat pork, I almost told her I don't eat beef too. But no, I don't I don't need no Indian girl stalking me. But anyway, because they don't eat beef. She'd be like, what the hell? She's like, okay, who are you and where did you come from? Because she knew I was different just by the way I walked upon her. My nature, people know I am not one of these people out here. I am not one of these people that you've seen on TV, some rap video, the average Negro in the city. I'm not these people. I said, no, I don't eat no pork. And then she was just kind of like, wow, I knew it. Then she felt a little bad for asking me. Like, yeah, I know what she was trying. I know everything you just tried to do with me. But it was all good, though. I took it as, I enjoy letting people know that there are black people here that do got some good sense about them. You know what I mean? Told y'all I was an ambassador. But anyway, watching these women, guys, and they've been brainwashed to think that that's what they supposed to, and they get offended when a guy like myself will tell them, no, you're supposed to be at home working for your husband. Just think about how the brainwash. That's offensive because the woman has been domesticated with a feminist mindset. She doesn't know that she's been programmed. The money that these women make, guys, that I see on these average 9-to-5 restaurant jobs, the money that they making per month, I can make that by myself. Simply by just, like I told y'all earlier, just by going downtown. Okay? And so I'm just looking and I'm just like, I look at some of these young, pretty women. I said, they're not going to be beautiful for too much long because the woman, her body wasn't designed to be going to work. It was not designed for that, man. It wasn't designed. Y'all seeing what I just bust out on this thing right here? An average man can't even do this. The woman's body was not designed for hard work. Okay, and the money that she's working for, to me, is she's actually giving away free labor. I'm telling y'all, there's a lot more money that could be made and things that can be done by the woman staying at home. Okay, if she wants to bring in money, she can have a home-based business. You see, and that's why I find out the hypocrisy in a marriage. Because you take your average marriage couple, they both work 9 to 5 jobs, right? If you ask the woman, why do you go to work? She will say, basically she's brainwashed. Oh, because I have to. Well, who told you you have to go to work? You are working. You have children. You have to be a good wife and serve your husband. You have to be a good mother and serve your children. This is why Pastor Dow told the woman, you was made to be submissive. But that word is like a curse word, even though it's in the Bible. This is what God ordained women to do, to be submissive to their husbands. When you get a woman and she's not submissive to you, that is not your wife, and she is not doing things according to the Quran. Like I told y'all, in Islam, it's forbidden for a woman to work to pay for a roof over her head. That's actually forbidden in Islam. It's forbidden. And you got a lot of Muslims that's breaking that law, that's calling themselves Muslims, worrying about telling me I should be praying 20 times a day. But they ain't even following the law 100%. You see what I'm saying? Boy, guys, I tell you, man. Yeah, maybe some of y'all starting to see why I have an anointing, about how I told y'all how convicted I am. See, I'm not out here hoodwinked, man. I'm not out here brainwashed. I feel real bad. I feel real sorry for these women. And most of my day, I go around just trying to make women smile. That's part of my day. That's why when I told y'all that robot at Whole Foods got offended, that really bothered me. Because that's just something I do. I just go around everywhere just trying to make women smile and stuff like that. I'm not trying to flirt with every girl I see. I'm not attracted to every single woman I see. But I do like talking to women and making them smile when they on these jobs, because I feel sorry for them. It's kind of like a buffer. Not only do I, like making them blush, it kind of just makes me kind of just forget about what I'm looking at, because I'm looking at a slaughter, like a cow being slaughtered at that, it's not right, man. And even my mother, my mother would even tell you guys, yeah, he's been talking like that since he was 5. The guy, this ain't nothing I just came up with by watching some Pastor Dow video. I've been talking like this ever since I was 5 years old. Ever since I was cognizant enough to watch my mother go to work and come home tired, I knew that wasn't right. I knew that she was investing her energy in the wrong thing. A lot of people, I was talking to a brother earlier, how much time we waste in this life. Most people work to own a house, but they don't really own their house. And the people who own houses, when they go away, pass away or whatever, they cannot pass the house on to the children, because the system has it set up that your children won't even be able to afford to take care of that house. So it's this continual cycle of just ignorance, which means to ignore things. You see, now, if I came up with a lot of money, I would do the right thing and buy land like I'm supposed to, yada, yada, yada. And this is another reason, guys, why I know we're at the end times, because the fact that I'm here and I got this common sense in me that people love to hate, even though they know what I'm saying is right. Remember, because people have been trained to hate righteousness, right? And righteousness has nothing to do with being passive or seeking validation from people. Matter of fact, righteousness is the total opposite of those things. Why y'all think I got this anointing, man? Y'all think I got this anointing because I'm just a perfect person and I pray 20 times a day and I fast on Ramadan, and y'all think I got, let me tell you something. I'm the real deal. And y'all know I'm the real deal. I got the anointing. Why y'all think I got this anointing? Because obviously the higher ups are pleased with me and the way I think. So it don't matter who offended. As long as God is pleased with me, I don't give a damn who is offended by what I say. It makes no sense. They're the ones who's stupid and need to wake up. Because I'm seeing these women out here give away free labor. It's free labor. Okay? And we don't have to get into, some of y'all be thinking, well, how is it free? She get it paid. It's free labor that the woman is giving out. This is what the Bible talks about sometimes in some not going to go to the scriptures because I don't bore y'all with that nonsense. Let's go to the scripture and now you got plenty of guys on YouTube do that. That's not me. There are places in the Bible where God is talking about the whoredoms of the people, not just women, but the people. Whoredoms have to do with you giving your labor to something that doesn't benefit you. To something that doesn't have your best interest at heart. The Bible describes that as whoredoms. Not actually, the Bible doesn't talk about a whore all the time as somebody having sex with somebody. It's talking about the what you give your energy to that doesn't serve you. That's called whoredoms. It's a sin to God. It's sinful to give yourself to something that does not serve you. I was talking to a woman the other day about, I don't understand all these, all these black people. We've been here for all these years, and we still paying these other races of people to live on their properties, to live in their communities, but it still doesn't serve us. And the definition of what? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, generation after generation, and it does not work. It doesn't work. You think if my forefathers had the right kind of mindset, y'all guys think I would be sitting here in this car 12, 15, and it's not a diss to my forefathers, but it's the truth. Do you think I would actually be in here sitting here in this car 12 to 15 hours a day if my forefathers had the right mindset about way things were supposed to be? No, I wouldn't be sitting in this car. I'll be somewhere working under the family business or something, but I speak as a collective whole, not just me and my family. I'm talking about the whole collective whole of black people. Insane. They just keep doing the same shit that don't work. And so that's why when the people come over here and other people, foreigners come over here and they're able to get all these subsidies, they look at us like we the dumbest people in the world. And in a sense, we are. They like, when we come over here, we got a business already. You people been over here you had a 400, 500 years. They're like, yeah, we understand slavery, but y'all ain't been in slavery for the last 70, 80 years. Slavery ended, 1955, technically? And even before 1955, like I was talking to the lady the other day, we still had better than what we had now. We had better under Jim Crow than what we have now. Okay, black people in America are in the worst condition that they ever been. But no need to worry, guys. It's all prophesized. It's all prophesied. I'm not being a professional victim here. It's all prophesized. And guys like myself, me talking how I'm talking, that's prophesized too. As a matter of fact, I am a sign of the end times. That's why a lot of people don't like talking to me, because it scares them. It makes them know that their time is short. And I'm not talking about just black people. I'm talking about all races of people. When I start talking, they know their time's short, because I ain't supposed to be woke like this, right? Allegedly, this is called woke, but it's not woke. This is how you supposed to be. It's just that these people are asleep. Ain't no such thing as woke, but there's a such thing as being mentally dead. Ain't no such thing as goddamn woke. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is woke? Everybody is woke, but we talking about people, the walking dead here. The walking dead. People that's woke, but they dead at the same time. They walking around, but they dead. But I just wanted to say that, y'all. It's just horrific, man. And I try my best. When I meet a woman, I try my best to explain my philosophy. They don't understand that they're giving away free labor. What they are doing is not actually serving them. It's just breaking down their body. And the hypocrisy of the marriage, I'm going to say one more thing before I go. You'll ask a woman, why are you working? A wife, oh, I'm working to do this, to do that, to that. I'm like, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And I'm like, why can't your husband make all the money, you stay home? Well, because no, don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit. You working because you're brainwashed and you have your own agenda. So even though people are married, they still have their own agenda in the back of their mind. The wife is thinking, well, if my husband is not able to provide for me, see, it was never like that. It was never, you depended on God. God provided, gave the man the money to take care of the woman. You depended on God and God alone. Okay? And so these people, a lot of people who married, they don't even trust each other. Most people sleeping in the bed with the enemy. This person you sleeping beside, you don't even trust that person in the back of your mind. So the woman go out and work and stuff like this. And, and then you ask, and then like, what if you used to say, when one might say, well, what if my husband passed away? How would I? Well, that's what life insurance policy is for. But if you talk to a husband, her husband probably think, well, what if she kills me for this? So, okay, you got two people who really don't even trust each other. Think about that. You got two people who really don't trust each other. Married, sleeping in the same bed, going to these 9 to 5. I mean, guys, it's hilarious, man. Oh my God, it's hilarious. People don't even trust. They married. They don't even trust each other when it comes down to it. That's why I'm single, guy. You ain't gonna see me. I'm not no fool. I know what the woman's supposed to be doing. And if she gets offended by what I'm saying, well, have fun working for the rest of your life. You know, you're going to be worn out and tired looking by the time you're 30, 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense, y'all. So, yeah, I just want to talk to y'all about that. You know, we at the end times, guys. That's the only thing I can be happy with these days. Good riddance to this place.